Traditionally, if you wanted to filter data going into a pivot table, you could select the field that you wanted to filter. Maybe I want to filter by state, so I can come over here to the state field on the right, drop that down, that's one click. I can come down here, and if I want to filter for Florida, I can unclick all of those, that's 2. Choose Florida, that's 3, and say OK. And that's 4 clicks, really 5 clicks if you count the initial click, to filter for a single state, which always seemed like a lot of work to me. Well, a better way to do it is to insert something called a data slicer. And you find this by going to the Analyze tab when you've selected a pivot table. And we go to Pivot Table Tools, Analyze, and Insert Slicer. And what a slicer does is put a filter pane on the surface of our worksheet that allows us to click on buttons to apply filters. So you choose the slicer that you want to put in here, maybe for date or state or party, and you can then apply that. Now I've already created 3 slicers, one for state, one for political race, and one for political party. These slicers can be resized and positioned on the page. They can also be colored. If you come up here to slicer options, you can apply different colors to those slicers as well. But the beauty in a slicer is how it filters the data in a single click. I want to filter for Florida. Before that was 4 or 5 clicks. Now it's just a single click right there on the Florida button. I can see a list of all the states that I have available. If I want to clear that filter, I just click on the Clear Filter button there on the slicer, and it clears the filter. Let's say I want to find all the Democrats running for governor from Alaska. That's just 3 clicks of the mouse, and I have applied that filter. Let's clear the filter again by clicking on those clear buttons. And let's do something else. Let's find all of the Democrats running for president and Senate. So in this case, I can do a shift click to select from president to Senate. And I want to find 3 states for Alaska. I can control click. I can say Florida, and I can say Hawaii. So now I can see that I've selected those. And at a glance, you can see what filters have been applied because they're just the little buttons that are lit up over here on the right. So the beauty of this is people that know pivots and create pivot tables, they can build these pivots and they can put the slicers on here. And then people that don't know pivot tables really, but need to know answers from pivot tables, they can click on these buttons in the slicers and get the answers that they need. So what slicers do for pivot tables is really extend the power of pivot tables to a much larger group of people that can use Excel to get the answers that they want. So that's been a look at Data Slicer in Excel 2013.